Hello everyone, and welcome to my August grocery challenge. If you've watched previously, I'm trying to spend $50 or less in August, and I may have already messed that up. Depends on what you think of it, but I'm very close to it, so I'm going to keep going with it and try to keep the next couple weeks under a certain amount, that amount of $50 per week too, and we'll see where we get to at the end of August. Hi, if you're new here, we live in Ontario, Canada. We're a family of two, plus we have a dog. We love to host or share like meals with other people and bring food to their places, but we love to do that at an affordable price, discounted if possible. As you can see here, lots of stickers. So all prices are in Canadian dollars. Grocery stores are pretty much Canadian brands, and let's just get right into it because I got a bit more than I planned this week. Starting this video is going to be posted on August 1st. I shopped the last day of July, but this is pretty much what we have going forward, plus a few items that aren't shown here that I got the 29th of July, so a couple days ago. But basically, I want to show you this. So I went to Giant Tiger and spent $9.09 on July 29th. I got a loaf of white bread. I got a pack of tortillas. Both of those were needed for meals between July 29th and now. So those items were used in July. That's kind of where I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it counts, maybe it doesn't. But I hadn't shown those in previous grocery hauls. So just trying to be transparent. And I also bought another jar of pasta sauce, not realizing that in the flyers this week, pasta sauce would be on sale, which I've kind of been waiting for because I'm very low on pasta sauce in my pantry. So that's the $9.09 at Giant Tiger. None of that's pictured. And then I spent $14.57 at FreshCo, $13.57 at No Frills, and I did redeem $10 off PC Points, so only $3.57 came out of my pocket. And then Food Basics, I spent $15.98 there. The total here, $53.21. I'm keeping it the total amount that the groceries would have cost, even though I did get $10 off. I only spent $43.21 on all this. That's what my card got charged for, because not everyone has access to those points, and I do still, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm spending $50 a week, but then also getting $50 worth of groceries and points because I have a stockpile of them or something. So anyways, that's where I'm going. First week, $53.21, a little bit over. Maybe next week we'll try and be a little bit under or way under, but that's where we got. I'll start with Food Basics. So I got these 2 blocks of cheese, old cheddar and one mild marble cheddar. These were $4.44 each, so about $9 for these 2. Great price, and we love our cheese in this house. We cannot run out of cheese. This English cucumber was $1.88. I should have waited and gotten it somewhere else, but it looked really good. It's a pretty big cucumber, so happy to get that. This gigantic cantaloupe, I really hope it's good, tasty inside and not, it's still firm, but I really hope the flavor is good. It was also $1.88, so good price on the melon this week. And then these cute, BC blueberries, so 1 pint, so the big container, were $1.67 each, so I got 2. So that was $15.98 at Food Basics. So most expensive out of all the stores I shopped at, but lots of good freshness, and we love our cheese. Next was No Frills. So I wasn't planning on getting these 3 things, but they were really good price tag. And I went in there just wanting a watermelon, which they luckily still had, $3.44 for this ginormous watermelon. It's they advertise their average 11 pounds, and that one definitely is. And then I wanted potatoes. So these yellow flushed russets were kind of a store special. It wasn't in the flyers, but they were $3.99. I really should have gotten potatoes last week when they were on for $2.50 a bag, but by the time I got to the store, they were sold out. They were all the potatoes were gone. So I'm happy to get these. It was only $1.50 more for a 10-pound bag, and we love our potatoes in this house. This Furlani Texas toast, it's on its last day before it expires, but this is kind of the one, not the one in the freezer section, but the one they leave out on the shelf. So the expiration date is way shorter. So the fact that it was 50% off, this was $2.65, regularly like over $5. This I'll just pop in the freezer and we'll pull out the garlic bread as we need it. So it's definitely, for the 16 slices, $2.65, I think is a great price for a quick, easy side. And then these cheese and spinach raviolis, I've been making like a cottage cheese ravioli pasta bake in the oven lately, and it's been really good with the cottage cheese and all that. So these little packages are usually between $3 and $4 each, but they were on sale this week for $2.50, and then the 30% off made them, I think, $1.75 each, which is a great price for like 350 grams. And so happy to get those two. I'm probably going to use them, and the best before date is still like August 4th, so it's the 31st of July when I'm filming this for August. Like all this food's going to be consumed in August though. So the fact that they're still good for 4 days, I'll be able to like cook them up, use them, and then kind of use them up before the best before date is amazing. And I really like these, and I'm glad I got them for a good price. So happy that I saw them and picked them up. So yeah, No Frills was $13.57. I only paid $3.57 though, because I used 10,000 PC Optimum points for $10 off what you're seeing here. And then I went to Food Basics. Freshco. Too many F's. The intention was to get the pasta sauce, corn, ground beef, and eggs, which is what I did. What I didn't plan on was getting 3 of the pasta sauces, but I'd added them to my bag, or like, because I just shop with a bag usually when I'm going in for like a few items instead of grabbing a cart because it gets in the way. I put them in my bag, the 3 of them, forgetting that I needed eggs. So in my like mental math, I was like, okay, I'm still under the $50. I can get 3 instead of 2. I'd originally went in 1 and 1. So I was like, okay, I had the 3 in my bag, and then I found these lean ground beef. They've oxidized a little bit, so the color's a little off, but they're still perfectly fine. We're 50% off, so instead of $8 for just under a pound, it was $4, which is a great price. Freshco has ground beef on sale this week in the vacuum sealed packages. They're really good for in the freezer and stuff, but when reading them, I saw it was a New Zealand product that was packaged in Canada instead of like Canadian beef, and we definitely as farmers try to support Canadian farmers as much as possible. So this is actually Canadian beef here, and it ended up being the 2 450 gram packages of the ground beef, New Zealand ground beef packaged in Canada was, I believe, $9.88 for those 2, whereas this was together, because 50% off, was $8 total. So I was happy to get this instead of that. They had way more of these, but I'm like, even though I want to stock up the freezer, we're probably getting a cow soon, and like splitting a cow with family to stock our freezer. So I'm like, this will get us through. This will do tacos or whatever else we want to have in the meantime. And as you probably see if you watch a couple of my grocery hauls, the clearance stickers, the flyer deals, they go around, they come around. Like, they will reappear. I will be okay. We will be eating good. So yeah, these were $8 each. The eggs were $3.93. We just needed more eggs. These are just Canadian eggs, large ones from Compliments, standard pricing. And then I got corn, was 30 cents a cob of corn, Canadian corn, sweet corn. So I got 5 because it was, if you bought 5, you got 50 scene points, which I believe is 50 cents back. So really $1 for 5 cobs of corn is amazing. 20 cents a piece if you're counting the points backwards. So yeah, we'll probably have this for a dinner with some friends or family this weekend. And then these Garden Selects, I actually tried them recently because they were on sale. They were on sale for about $2 instead of like the $3+ for the Classico that I usually get. And they were actually really good. Like, this tomato basil one is surprisingly good. It's a bit runnier than your normal pasta sauce, so you may want to add, like, I usually add a bit of like heavy cream or a bit of cheese just to thicken it up, but it's very well flavored. Like, I really like it. So I got 2 of the tomato basil This one I think is really popular because there's only 1 or 2 left on the shelf after I grabbed these. And then the garlic and onion one, there was still like a good amount left of that one. But I got those 3, and I believe they were $1.69 each. They're regularly $2.69 at FreshCo. So a whole $1 off for a 600 ml jar of tomato sauce is great. And I'm happy to get those, even though I probably should have only gotten the one. Then I would be under my $50. But we'll eat it, we'll use it, it'll be delicious. And I love saving that little bit of money by buying when things are on sale. But anyways, this is all I got, plus a loaf of white bread, a thing of 10-pack of big tortillas, and what was that third thing? Oh, another jar of that Garden Select sauce, just not on sale. Also shouldn't have gotten that because these were on sale, or more on sale than the other one. But anyways, this is all I got. First $50 week in the books. It was $50, just not under $50. It was $53. But anyways, I hope you all have a great week. Good luck if you're grocery shopping. Produce is definitely in season, so I encourage you, if you can, to shop around to different stores so that you can eat all that delicious goodness. But if not, do your best, and happy eats. Bye.